Are you Clarissa? I'm wondering if I'm texting the correct number.
Yes, it's me. May I know who you are?
I'm Bertha. I know this is sudden, but will you break up with Warlock?
Excuse me? Are you talking about my husband?
Of course! Who else could it be?
I don't understand what you mean.
I'm telling you that Warlock and I are dating. He loves me more than you. If I tell you this much, you can get the gist, can't you?
No, I still don't understand what you're talking about at all.
Are you stupid? That's why Warlock got tired of you. I'm telling you to leave him because you're useless. It can't be helped anyway.
Warlock and I are married. Could you just tell me what on earth is going on? Are you saying that both of you are having an affair?
Don't use such a nasty word as affair. Like I said before, me and Warlock love each other very much, which means he chose me over a stupid woman like you.
So that's the reason why he's been coming home late and staying over at this workplace so many nights lately. Now I understand. I did think something was wrong with him recently. It seems that you were the main reason. It's true that you guys are having an affair, right?
That's right. You really are so slow in understanding things, aren't you? You're the one who's so absent-minded, so that's why Warlock fell out of love with you. He's smart, lives in a big house, and he's also the president of a company. I wonder why he married such a stupid woman like you. I really feel sorry for him. I'm sure you tried so hard to seduce him, since he's a company president who lives in a huge house. I'm sorry to tell you, but it seems that I'm more suitable for him than you.
What? You must have misunderstood something. Warlock was the one who made the first approach.
You're lying! Don't be so stubborn and try to deceive me. Warlock told me everything. I heard that you spend a lot of money that he earned. He also said that you don't take care of the housework at all. What a bad housewife. It's an honor to be married to someone like Warlock, you know. But to just be lazy while relying on your husband's income is just unbelievable. You're a disgrace as a woman.
I'm working too, so I may not be a housewife, but I'm doing my best to take care of the housework. I never skip my housework. Please don't just say random things.
It doesn't matter how much you say, but you're not doing your job as a housewife properly. First of all, why are you even working when you're the wife of such a great company's president? Being a CEO is a really hard job, so it's normal to support your husband.
You can't quit your job right away just because you got married. That's irresponsible.
What's so irresponsible about it? You're just a clerk at Warlock's company, aren't you? Even if you don't do that kind of job, there are people who can replace you at work. Seems that you don't have any common sense at all.
I think you misunderstood me. I'm not a clerk.
I don't care about your excuses anymore. Will you just do me a favor and break up with Warlock soon? Otherwise, I can't get married to him. I want to live with Warlock as soon as possible.
Warlock and I will talk about it and decide. Can you wait a little while?
It's just a waste of time for you to have a discussion with Warlock. He has already decided to be together with me. After you divorce him, just get out of that huge house right away, okay? I want you to hurry up with the divorce procedures because I can't wait to live in that house with Warlock.
I noticed that there was something fishy about Warlock, but I didn't expect that he's having an affair with you.
That's why I told you everything about that. If you are convinced, get out of that house as soon as possible.
Anyway, when Warlock comes home today, I'll ask him about the details.
I hope you'll be sad when you find out that he doesn't love you at all. Poor you. Warlock invited me over to his house once when you weren't there. It's a really big house. The view from the top floor was great. I'm so excited that I'll be able to live there. Now I'm one of the celebrities. Just pack your things and get out quickly, okay? If you don't leave, I'll ask Warlock to introduce me to a good lawyer and force you to get out of that house. I heard you guys got divorced right after that. What a pity. You're a miserable woman since you got dumped so easily.
Adultery is unforgivable, so I can't stay married to Warlock. I'm glad I divorced him.
You don't have to act tough. I know you're just trying to hide how sad you are. Well, it can't be helped since I'm younger and more beautiful than you. You're just an old hag,
so you don't stand a chance. By the way, if you're divorced,
why don't you get out of that house?
You can't leave right away just because you've filed the divorce papers. You have to move your furniture and deal with the authorities. Divorce is not that simple.
Are you going to take away Warlock's furniture? You're so brazen. You don't own the furniture. Warlock bought them from the money he earned. Why don't you just deal with the authorities quickly and do whatever you want after you leave the house? You're so stupid. That's why Warlock gave up on you. What kind of house will you live in when you move out? 50-year-old shabby house? I'm sure you'll be living in poverty. I feel sorry for you since you used to live in that huge house. Of course, after the divorce, you won't be able to stay at the same company as Warlock. So you'll have to find another job, right? What a lot of hardship. It's really hard being poor, isn't it?
What are you talking about? I'm not going to quit my job.
What? You're going to work at the same workplace as Warlock even after the divorce? How brazen of a woman you are. No matter how much you flatter him at work, he'll never come back to you. If you go that far, you'll get arrested from stalking him.
We've recently added new employees, and in order to make some improvements at the company, I want to train the new joiners as well. They are really good people with a lot of enthusiasm for their work.
Seems that you're a workaholic, even though you don't have an important position in the company. What's the point of having new employees for unimportant tasks? Women are going to get married and leave soon anyway, so there's no point in bringing them up. There are plenty of replacements for them. Anyway, just get out of the house as soon as possible. I can't live with Warlock if you're still in the house.
Don't be in such a hurry. I'll move out by the end of next month.
Don't you feel frustrated that a young woman just took Warlock away from you? You really annoy me. Oh, I know. You're just pretending that you're not frustrated, right?
Not at all. Well, I was shocked when I heard that he's having an affair with you at first, but I came to the conclusion that it's wiser to think about the positive aspects rather than being depressed. Fortunately, me and Warlock didn't have children, so I feel optimistic about my future.
You're so annoying. Are you trying to show off that you're a capable woman who works hard on your job? It's so obvious that you're just trying to be tough. Fine then. Anyway, just get the heck out of that house as soon as possible. Finally! The house has become my own castle. It's really huge. You really are a slow person that you made me wait for a month.
Is there anything you still want to discuss with me? For your information, I have nothing more to say to you. If you don't need anything in particular, you'll have to excuse me.
Did you take more than half of the furniture in this house? You don't have any money. So you're going to sell the furniture to make ends meet, right? What a pathetic woman.
I've been using those furniture I took since before me and Warlock were married. I don't need you to tell me what to do with those.
You're an appalling woman. I got rid of all my old furniture since I thought I could use those furniture. Well, I'll just get Warlock to buy it again for me. It's a lot better than using furniture that has memories of you.
I've been wondering, did Warlock tell you that he's the company's president? You must have misunderstood something.
What? Did you marry your husband without knowing his position at the company? Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to live such a luxurious life. Are you out of your mind? Warlock has bought everything I wished for with his credit card since we started dating. Luxurious brand bags, accessories, and meals at super expensive restaurants.
So that's why the credit card bill was so high. I see. I thought it was strange because the bill suddenly became very high.
But I guess when you're the president of a company, you move around a lot of money, so you don't always know what's going on, right? I'm going to be Warlock's wife now, so I don't need you anymore. You should live a simple life in an old and shabby house.
Warlock hasn't explained anything to you, has he? I'm sorry, but you'll regret it.
Huh? What do you mean by that? Don't be such a sore loser. If you regretted your decision to divorce Warlock, why don't you just say so? I took your husband and your huge house away from you. You're now living in poverty because of that. If you keep following Warlock and me around from now on, I'll use his power to destroy your parents' house.
What are you going to do to my parents' house?
The president of such a big company has the power to destroy other companies easily. It would be easy for him to destroy your parents' house with his power. You and your family can all go out and live on the street.
Is that a threat?
I don't care how you take it. Anyway, I'm the wife of the president of a big company now. There's nothing to be afraid of.
I see. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some work to do.
You'll have to work hard as a clerk. I'm paying your salary since I'm the company's president's wife. You can act like a boss while you still can. Hey! Someone came out of the blue to our house and told us to leave now because it's for sale. I was told to leave now and I don't understand why. What did you do?
What do you mean? I just did what I had to do to get a divorce. Is there a problem?
Warlock is keeping his mouth shut and explains nothing to me. What's going on? It's not right that he's the company's president, but he doesn't know what's going on with the house.
You keep saying that Warlock is the company's president, but actually, he isn't. Did you know about that?
Huh? What kind of joke is that? I'll get mad if you make jokes I don't understand. Warlock has been living in this house and bought me everything I want.
What are you talking about? The house and the credit cards were mine. Clarissa Corporation is my company. I'm the president of the company. I thought you noticed that from the company's name.
You're the company's president? Are you kidding me? Who would believe such a thing?
I'm not kidding. Warlock is an employee of our company. Before we got married, he worked hard and was dedicated to his job. I even considered to promote him as an executive officer. But as soon as we got married, he decided to stop working hard since he was married to the company's president and didn't have to worry about paying his living expenses. I was so disappointed with him. He acted like a big man, and it was hard for his employees to work for him. So I demoted him to become a clerk. Since we were married, I gave him my credit card and let him use it as much as he wanted. But he was so selfish that I decided to give up on him. However, I was hesitant because I still have feelings for him. When I got a message from you, I decided to get a divorce.
So, that house belongs to you?
Of course, I own it. That's why I'm free to sell it or do whatever I want with it. Warlock has no right to do anything.
I can't believe this is really happening. I'm in trouble. I made an aggressive first move on Warlock because
I thought that he's the president of that company who owns a huge house. This isn't what I had expected it to be. I thought we could finally be together and I can live a life like a princess. I've already sold the house you're talking about, so will you get out of my house as soon as possible? I took most of the furniture out myself. It won't take you long to leave. I'm about to go to the house to get estimates for the cleaners and the construction work needed to put it up for sale. Anyway, please get out of there soon. Wait a minute! We can't leave when we don't even know where we're going to live after we move out. I don't care about that. You used to tell me to leave quickly without considering my circumstances at all. Don't tell me you've forgotten. Now it's my turn to do the same thing to you. Are you taking your revenge on me? You are such a wicked woman. By the way, I'm also going to charge you alimony for having an affair with Warlock. Well, I guess you knew that, didn't you? What are you talking about? You're going to kick me out and then you want me to pay? You've got to be kidding me. Well, I don't know how you feel. Adultery is a case where you can file for alimony. You're an idiot! If you're divorced, you can't legally judge Warlock for adultery. You're the one who doesn't seem to know anything. The statute of limitations for adultery is 3 years. Even after the divorce, you can still file a claim for alimony. There's still plenty of time before the statute of limitations. I'm willing to go to court and do whatever it takes to charge you the alimony. No way! Warlock isn't telling me anything. I wonder what kind of nerve does he have not to make any move at such a difficult time? What am I supposed to do? Warlock is like that all the time. To put it bluntly, he's useless. I knew there was something suspicious about him for a while, but since I had no proof of his affair, I was anxious. Thanks to you for blurting it all out as if you were so proud of it. I didn't have to go through the trouble of hiring a detective, so I'm grateful to you for that. There's no point in running away now. Please be prepared. Oh no! Then what's going to happen to me now? I thought I could make a living without working, so I quit my part-time job at the supermarket. I'll be poor again. All you have to do is to work diligently. I'm not an ogre either, so you don't have to pay the alimony in a lump sum. That's not what I meant! I thought I was going to be a princess! You should blame Warlock. He just wanted to look good in front of other people. His greatest talent is to tell lies. You wanted to look good in front of the others too, didn't you? Since both of you seem to have similar personalities, I think you'll make a perfect couple. I hope you two get along well and work hard to pay for your alimony. If you have the same goal, you can work hard at your job, right? By the way, I fired Warlock from the company, so you two can start from zero. Wait a minute! That's too heartless! How will we survive if we don't have a house to live in and no job? Let me work as a clerk at your company. That way, it's a guarantee that I won't run away, and you can deduct the money from my paycheck. It would make the process easier, wouldn't it? Do you know how much a clerk's take-home pay is? About $5,000 a month, right? Your company is a big company. Huh? You really are a shallow person. No company would pay you that much for a starting salary since you have no experience. Besides, for those messages you sent me, it seems that you have no common sense, so $1,500 is the limit for your salary. It's quite a lot for a person like you. It doesn't sound like you are worth more than that. I'm not going to wait years for the alimony. The number of installments is 4 at most. Each installment is $2,500. Even if you make $1,500, it's still not enough. So there's no point of you working at my company. Oh no! Please help me somehow! I'm sorry for everything I've done. You're such a pathetic person, only hanging on to me when you're in trouble. You said that you bought some expensive bags and accessories with my credit card, didn't you? That credit card is also in my name, so I'll add that to the total as well. I wonder how much the total amount will be. It's going to be over $40,000. You are free to work any job you want to, but I won't make any further concessions. Are you done? Anyway, please leave that house as soon as possible. I have work to do, so if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna block your number from now on. Wait a minute! Me and Warlock are going to end up on the street if you don't help us. I'm sorry about the affair and everything. Help me, please! I heard later that Warlock and Bertha were forcibly evicted by the contractor right after that. They were arguing for a while in front of the entrance. In a way, I admired them for resisting to the end. Warlock, who has a keen sense of ingenuity, seemed to have withdrawn some cash in advance so that he could live for a while even if his credit card was stopped. I heard a rumor that they were living in a cheap motel. In the end, I managed to get the full amount of the alimony by relying on their parents. They have been disowned by their parents, and I don't even know where they are now or if they are still together. It doesn't matter to me anymore. I feel lighter now, and I'm single again, and I'm making progress at work. The new joiners are learning their job well, and my company is improving more rapidly. Nathan, can we talk for a moment? Is now a good time?
Yeah, what's up? Make it quick. You're cutting into my precious lunch break.
Lately, you've been coming home late, and your attitude at home feels distant. Is something going on?
Huh? What's your point? Work's busy, so of course I'm getting home late.
I understand that you're busy, but I'd still like you to care a bit about what's happening at home. We're a family after all. Can't you make some time for us?
Family? Why are you making such a big deal out of this? I'm bringing in the money. Isn't that enough? It's really none of your concern what I do.
But a family isn't just about money, is it? Spending time together and caring about each other is important too. That's why I want you to think about us more.
That's not something I care about. You and Lucy can handle it yourselves. I've got my own things to do, so I can't be bothered.
That's so cruel. I just want you to be more present with us.
Be present with you? Are you serious? You have no idea how busy I am. I don't have time to do anything for you. Don't bother me, for Christ's sake.
But isn't a family something we build together? I understand that you're busy, but we also want to support you.
Support? Don't make me laugh. I don't need that. I can handle things on my own. I don't care what you think. Just don't bother me. That's all.
Even so, as your partner, I want to help in any way I can. That's what I believe a wife's role is.
A wife's role? To me, you're just a responsibility. Honestly, it's just a hassle. No matter what you say, I won't change. I'll do things my way.
I see. I understand. But I really want to face this together with you. That's how I truly feel.
Do whatever you want, but let me tell you, don't get in my way. I can't meet your expectations, and I don't plan to.
Well, I get what you're trying to say, but I'm not giving up.
My life is mine. I'm not going to adjust to you guys.
Nathan, there's something I want to ask you.
What is it?
This morning, I made you lunch, right?
Yeah?
Did you by any chance throw it in the trash? I worked hard to make it, but it was in the trash.
Yeah, I didn't want it, so I threw it away. I mean, making it for me doesn't mean anything to me, right? Maybe you put in a lot of effort, but I didn't want it. And honestly, it was just annoying. What? What do you mean? Is it really something to make such a big deal about? I can do whatever I want, can't I?
How could you? How could you do something so cruel? I made that with you in mind, putting in all my effort. Throwing it away? Doesn't that hurt you at all? Ignoring my effort and just tossing it in the trash? I can't believe it.
I never asked you to make me lunch, did I? You did that on your own, so don't blame me.
But
I ditched it since it wasn't necessary for me in the first place. It's so annoying.
sure, you didn't ask me, but I made it thinking about your health, trying to do something good for you. I'm worried because you've been gaining weight lately. With a health checkup coming up, I thought things could get serious if this keeps up, so I wanted to do what I could.
Huh? Have I really gained that much weight? I haven't really noticed.
Your stomach area in particular stands out. That's why I want you to take care of your health. And you've just transferred, so you haven't found a good diner yet, right? So I thought it would be healthier and more economical to eat home-cooked meals instead of eating out. Throwing away that effort without a second thought is really cruel.
Then how about this? Make me a lunch that looks better than the food at a diner, and maybe I'll eat it instead of throwing it away. I did check the contents of the lunchbox, but honestly, it was just leftovers from yesterday, and it looked bland with all those veggies. There's no way I'd eat a lunch like that.
What did you just say?
From now on, I'll keep doing what I've been doing and eat out for lunch. It's the easiest and the tastiest option. I don't need a lunch that doesn't even make me hungry. So stop doing unnecessary things. Don't make me lunch ever again.
I understand. Then I'll stop making lunch for you from tomorrow. Mom, I find it hard to say this face to face, so I'm saying it via WhatsApp. Thanks for always making such delicious lunches. Oh my, that makes me so happy to hear. Today's lunch was super cute too. Well, it had some leftovers from yesterday. But the colors were nice, and it was delicious. I've always bought lunches before, so I really looked forward to having a homemade lunch.
Hearing that makes it all worth it.
And because of your lunch, I made friends right after I transferred. Thank you so much.
Really? I'm so glad you made friends so quickly.
I was worried about how I'd fit in, so this is such a relief. Someone saw my lunch and said, "That looks like a delicious lunch," and started talking to me. We ended up eating together and became friends.
I'm really glad that you have adjusted to the new environment and made friends. I was worried about how things would turn out, but I'm relieved it's heading in a positive direction. When the transfer was decided, you must have been anxious about it, right? Even though you forced a smile, I believe you were really feeling a lot of worries and conflicts inside. As a parent, I really regret having to make you switch schools during such a crucial time in your life. It's not easy to adapt to a new environment, and I know it's been a burden.
Mom, it's not your fault at all. There was nothing you could do about it, so you don't have to blame yourself so much. The real issue was that Dad made the decision on his own, right? So don't worry about it. I'm not concerned about it anymore.
But I can't help but think that if I had been able to persuade your dad more, maybe things would have turned out differently. If I had spoken up more strongly back then, you wouldn't have had to struggle so much. Especially transferring during such an important time in high school. It really broke my heart. If it had been earlier, it would have been much easier.
If Dad had just gone on his own, this wouldn't have been an issue. But he was so adamant about the family staying together. He talks about how important it is for the family to be together. But look at the result. He just made the decision without considering how we felt. He really was forceful, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Ignoring our opinions and just pushing ahead with what he wanted. I guess that's just how he is.
But even with all that, I've made new friends, so I think I'm okay now. Complaining won't change anything, so I've decided to stay positive. I've decided to change my mindset and enjoy my new school life. So I'm going to forget about the past and start fresh. Speaking of which, can I hang out with my friends today? They invited me to stop by Starbucks after school. Can I?
Of course, go ahead. Spending time with your friends is the most important thing. But make sure you stay safe and be careful on your way home. You're new to the area, so some streets might be a bit tricky for you. Just watch out and make sure to head home early.
Got it. I'll be careful. I'll make sure to come home early so you don't worry. And I'm looking forward to your lunch again tomorrow. Your lunches are really delicious, and there's something I look forward to every day at school.
Leah, I need to talk to you.
What's going on? Why at this hour? Can't it wait until you get home?
No, I thought it'd be better to announce it as soon as possible.
What?
I'm planning to increase my allowance by $200 starting now. The recent price hikes have been brutal, and even just for lunch, it's a significant expense. If we don't reconsider it soon, I won't be able to manage.
$200 more? That's a pretty sudden request. I'm a bit surprised. Why do you suddenly need that much? Is there a special reason? It's not like you've been living extravagantly, right?
The diner near my office has been raising its prices lately. It used to be cheaper, but now there are no more affordable meals left. On top of that, even at fast food restaurants, prices keep going up. And my lunch easily exceeds $12. It's a daily thing, so I'm really struggling.
But increasing your allowance by $200 is going to be really tough on our budget. We're planning to send Lucy to college, and we want to get her into a good prep school too. Our expenses are only going to keep increasing. We need to manage our finances carefully for the future. So increasing it by $200 might be a bit too much.
I've been working hard to earn money for this family, and now you're saying no when I ask for a little more? How am I supposed to work if I can't even afford lunch as the breadwinner? It's because I work hard that you guys can live comfortably, isn't it?
That's not what I'm saying. But considering the whole budget, we need to find ways to manage things better. Everyone's going through tough times right now, so we all need to try to save where we can. I want to do what I can to meet your request, but I need you to understand that it's difficult given our current situation. That said, I know how hard you're working, so I'll do what I can.
Well, if that's the case, I guess I'll have to use my last resort.
Last resort?
I'll settle for your lunch. Not that I'm expecting much. I know you'll make the lunch, but it's probably going to be plain and boring, right? But since there's no other choice, I'll give it a try for a while.
What? Did you really dislike my lunches that much? If that's the case, you don't have to force yourself to eat them. I'd rather increase the allowance so you can eat what you want.
No, it's not that. Sure, your lunches aren't exactly fancy, but when I think about my health, I figured it might be better to just suck it up and eat them.
But you've even gone so far as to throw away the lunches I made because you didn't like them, right? Knowing that, it doesn't feel right for me if you're forcing yourself to eat them. I've been making lunches for Lucy every day, but it's kind of a shock to hear you think they're so plain and tasteless.
Well, that might be true, but I just got the results from last month's health checkup, and when I saw how much weight I'd gained, I realized I needed to do something about it. So I thought, even if the lunches seem awful, I should try eating them for my health. You understand, right?
If that's how you feel, You really don't have to force it. Knowing that you're eating them just out of obligation doesn't make me happy as the one making them. I'd feel better if we increased the budget so you could eat something you actually enjoy.
What?
I'll keep making lunch just for our daughter from now on. So Nathan, you can continue enjoying eating out. You're working hard as the breadwinner, so you should definitely have the freedom to eat whatever you like for lunch. Mom, listen. Huh? Aren't you supposed to be at school? I am. That's why I got ready and left the house, but Dad forcibly took my lunch. What? I can't believe it either. I never expected something like this to happen in the morning, and I was at a loss for how to deal with it. I have no idea why Dad would do something like that. And normally, this shouldn't even happen, right? Mom, what do you think? Is that really true? I can't believe something like that actually happened. Dad was waiting for me at the bus stop this morning. I was just trying to go to school as usual, and he suddenly showed up. It totally caught me off guard. Then out of nowhere he said, "Give me your lunch." Like he was ordering me around. I had no idea why he would say something like that, and I was completely confused. It made no sense, and I flat out said no, but he wouldn't listen at all. He forcibly took it from me. It was unbelievable.
What on earth is he thinking? Taking his daughter's lunch? What kind of parent does that? I can't understand what he's doing at all. No normal parent would ever do something like that.
I never expected something like this to happen in the morning, and it completely killed my mood to go to school. Now I don't even have lunch thanks to him. I was really looking forward to the lunch you worked so hard to make every morning. Going without lunch is just unthinkable.
In that case, come back home. I'll make you a new lunch right away, so don't worry. I'll get everything ready for you. There are still some leftovers, and if I hurry, I think I can make it in time for you to take it to school. It might take a little time, but I'll prepare it as quickly as I can.
Really? But will I make it to school on time? What if I'm late? But if I can eat your lunch, it might be worth it.
Well, if you can't make it on time, you can just grab something from the store. That's fine too, so don't worry.
No, I'd still rather have your lunch, so I'll head back home. Even if I'm a little late, it's just a self-study period, so it's okay. Plus, I feel more at ease with your lunch. It's hard to concentrate without lunch. Since it's self-study in the morning, a little lateness won't be a big deal.
I'm glad to hear that. Anyway, I'll get the lunch ready right away, so hurry back home. Leave it to me and everything will work out fine. I can't believe it. I really don't think you're acting like a proper father. Huh? When you leave work today, come straight home. You need to apologize to Lucy properly. Why should I apologize to Lucy? She told me everything. Forcing her to give up her lunch? What were you thinking? Damn it. I never thought she'd rat me out so quickly. I told her to keep quiet, but why doesn't she ever listen? Honestly, why is she so stubborn? Answer my question. I need you to explain what you were thinking because I can't accept what you did. Lucy's lunch is something I put a lot of effort into every morning for her. How could you just take it from her? I already increased your allowance, so you shouldn't have any trouble getting lunch. Why would you need to do something like that? Explain yourself. Shut up. You have no right to talk to me like that. It's your fault for not making me lunch. You have no idea how much I was looking forward to it. What? I said I'd be fine with lunch instead of increasing my allowance. So why did you refuse? You refused to make me lunch, so I had to figure something out on my own. That's why I had no choice but to do what I did. I didn't have any other options. I'll even take my daughter's lunch if I have to.
Nathan, did you really want me to make you lunch that badly? If that's the case, you should have just asked me properly.
I told you I've gained weight. That's why I need lunch for the sake of my health. As my wife, shouldn't you have offered to make it for me? Why didn't you do that?
What?
You didn't say a word and just went ahead and chose the easier option of increasing the allowance, didn't you? Why didn't you choose to make the lunch instead? That's what I was hoping for.
If you wanted it that much, you could have just asked honestly, you know?
A man has his pride. It's not that easy to ask for something like that.
You're really not being honest, are you? But even so, taking our daughter's lunch was clearly wrong, no matter how you look at it. You need to reflect on your actions. When you get home, you're going to apologize to Lucy. No matter what you say, this isn't something that can be excused.
Shut up. Why should I apologize to my daughter? You can apologize to Lucy for me. Just tell her it's because you didn't make my lunch that all of this happened.
What? What are you even saying?
It's ridiculous to think I should be the one apologizing. Don't you dare speak to me like that. I work hard every day for this family, earning money for us all. If you keep complaining, I'll divorce you.
You're not my husband.
What?
I've been quietly watching, but I can't take it anymore. What do you mean you're doing this for the family? You've always been unreasonable and selfish, just messing with Mom and me. I really hate that about you, Dad.
Dad? Lucy, is that you? Why aren't you at school?
I'm heading to school as soon as Mom finishes making my lunch again. I had to come back home because you took it from me.
You came all the way back from the bus stop?
Well, I love Mom's lunches, but you took the lunch I love so much from me. And now my wrist hurts from you grabbing it so hard.
Shut up. It's your fault for not handing it over to me when you should have.
You're really desperate to get Mom's lunch, huh? But I guess that makes sense. Without Mom's lunch, you can't show off at work as the loving husband, right?
What?
And without pretending to be a loving husband, your cute junior colleague at work won't pay attention to you. That jerk who's so into married men? I can't believe you'd be so desperate for someone like her.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about, Lucy?
Actually, I saw you once, Dad. You were at a cafe near the station with a young woman, right?
What?
I was getting some help from a friend with my studies. The test coverage at my new school is really broad. So we stayed late at the cafe to study. I never expected to see my own father there with another woman.
What?
And you even sat right behind me. Were you so focused on her that you didn't even notice me?
And did you hear what we were talking about?
Of course. I heard every word loud and clear. That woman said, for some reason, I always fall for married men. Like an absolute fool, right? Not only that, she said, and especially I love men whose wives are super devoted to them. I remember thinking, I never want to end up like that when I'm older.
Oh, well.
And yeah, I definitely don't want to turn out like you either. Flirting with a woman who's openly coming on to you? You were even bragging about it, weren't you?
What?
You said something like, my wife loves me so much. She can't stop doing things for me. It's actually a problem because she keeps giving me these elaborate lunches that I don't even want, or something like that. I can't believe how easily you lied about that.
You heard all of that?
You were having a secret meeting with a woman right behind me. Of course I couldn't focus on my studies. Instead, I was busy recording your entire conversation.
What?
And yes, I still have the recordings with me. It was around that time too, wasn't it? When you suddenly started wanting Mom's lunches again. Were you trying to show off a loving wife's lunch at work to impress her?
Well,
And I also saw you one morning sitting on a park bench. You were stuffing convenience store food into a lunch bag, trying to pass it off as a homemade lunch from Mom because she stopped making them for you.
you saw that too?
Desperately trying to get the attention of a junior who loves married men? You're really the worst father ever. You're more obsessed with another woman than with us, your family. What kind of family is that?
Oh, well,
Don't think you can stay in this family forever. We're ready to cut ties with you anytime.
what did you say? Hey, Lucy, what do you mean by that?
I'm sorry, Nathan. Lucy just got carried away and said something she didn't mean. Don't worry about it. It's nothing serious.
Leah, our daughter just said she's ready to cut ties with me. There's no way it's nothing. Don't try to brush it off. You're not seriously talking about divorce, are you?
Oh, no. I guess I can't hide it anymore, huh?
What?
It's really hard to keep up the charade now, isn't it? I suppose I have no choice but to say it. I've been thinking about divorcing you.
What? This is the first I've heard about this. What on earth are you thinking?
To be honest, I started working part-time for that very reason. It wasn't just to help with household expenses. I had a deeper reason. I wanted to make sure I had enough income to properly take care of Lucy if we divorced. So I've been preparing little by little. I've been planning for our future. And finally, the manager asked me if I'd like to become a full-time employee. It seems like my hard work has been recognized, and it's given me a bit of confidence.
A full-time employee? When did you start planning all of this?
Apparently, it's really rare to go from part-time to full-time in just 2 months. That's why I feel like all my effort has paid off, and I'm really happy about it. But it's because I worked hard that I can confidently take this new step forward. I want to keep working hard for Lucy's sake.
Wait, hold on a second. You can't just drop something like this on me out of nowhere. I can't process it. You want to divorce me? Are you serious? I never even imagined you were thinking about something like that.
Yes, I'm absolutely serious. I want to divorce you from the bottom of my heart. Staying together any longer isn't good for either of us. When I heard from Lucy what you were doing at that cafe, I made my decision right then and there. I knew I couldn't stay with you anymore. At that moment, I resolved to get a divorce. The fact that you betrayed us is the final straw.
Wait, please. I had no idea you were thinking like that. Yes, I was at the cafe with her, but it hasn't turned into an affair yet. It's not something that should be blown out of proportion, right? We haven't crossed that line yet. We just shared a few cups of coffee. Do you really have to take it this far? I was just indulging in a little fun, that's all.
What?
I haven't even spent a night with her yet, and I was planning to stop before things got serious. We only had a few cups of coffee together. That's it. Really, that's all there is to it. It was just a little flirtation, enjoying the tension between us. It hasn't turned into an affair, so please believe me. Divorce over this is too hasty. Please, calm down and think it over one more time.
The moment you started enjoying a flirtation with another woman while having wife and child, that's already cheating. That kind of behavior is more than enough reason for a divorce. You have no idea how much you've hurt me.
This can't be... Is this really the end?
Honestly, I wanted to prepare more and tell you calmly. But sometimes, pushing forward with momentum leads to better outcomes. So I'll go get the divorce papers right away. My decision is final, and I won't waver anymore. When you get home from work, sign them immediately. This will be the end of everything, so let's make sure we close this chapter properly. sorry about what happened this morning. We had planned to prepare everything before divorcing Dad, but I just blurted it out in the heat of the moment.
Lucy, you did nothing wrong, so don't apologize. In fact, the timing was perfect.
What?
Actually, I've been looking for an apartment for the two of us to live in. Our first choice apartment was fully booked. But when I checked this morning, a unit became available. I contacted the real estate agent right away, and they said we could move in immediately.
Really?
So I'm sorry to do this without asking, but I'm going to pack up your things. We'll move everything in by the end of today. I'll send you the address, so after school, go straight there.
Okay. I'm so happy we can get away from Dad this quickly.
Me too. I'm really sorry for dragging you into all this because of our parental issues, Lucy. But I promise, I'll never put you through this again.
As long as I have you, Mom, I'll be okay.
Leah, I just got home, but what's going on? Please respond right away. Why aren't you answering? All your stuff is gone from the house.
I told you I wanted a divorce, so I've already moved out. Now I'm completely free from living with you.
I left the divorce papers on the living room table, so sign them and submit them. Let's end this once and for all. Are you kidding me? I can't believe you made this decision on your own. I never agreed to a divorce. You're the one who decided this without me. Sure, I was wrong to be interested in another woman, but throwing away our family over this is just crazy. I'll apologize, so please, come back. I want to start over as a family.
Even if you apologize, it's too late. Your words have no value to me anymore.
I've been fed up with the way you've looked down on me for a long time.
I don't feel any love for you anymore. It's over.
No way.
You have no idea how hurt I was when you threw away the lunch I made with care, do you? And do you remember how you decided on the transfer without considering the family's wishes at all? You always ignored my feelings and Lucy's, and just forced your own convenience on us. There's no way I can stay in a family with someone as selfish and cold-hearted as you.
I'm telling you, I'll apologize for everything. It's all my fault, so please, just give me one more chance. I never imagined you would actually leave so quickly. I had no idea you were serious about wanting a divorce.
I'll say it again. It's all too late now. I'm not listening to your words anymore. If you're really that opposed to signing the divorce papers, then I guess you'll have to talk to a lawyer. No matter how much time or money it takes, I'm determined to divorce you. Our life together is already over.
What? Are you really that determined? Are you actually considering divorce mediation? I didn't realize you were taking this so seriously.
This is what Lucy wants too. It's not just me. Lucy wants to be away from you as well. She said she doesn't want to live with a father who's as pathetic and unreliable as you anymore. And when Lucy grows up and gets married one day, she says she can't bear the thought of introducing someone like you to the person she cares about.
Seriously? I can't believe it.
So just give up and sign the divorce papers. There's no room for further discussion. We'll discuss Lucy's child support and college expenses later at our own pace. You still have a lot of responsibilities to fulfill, but we'll never see each other again. From now on, Lucy and I will start our new life together. We don't need you anymore. So move on with your life and forget about us.
This can't be happening. Please, come on, I'm begging you.
Even if you have regrets, they're no longer our concern. Thank you for everything up until now, but from here on out, I'll live on my own terms. Lucy and I have decided to move forward with our lives.
Let me be part of the family again.
You no longer have the right to dictate our future. So I wish you happiness and goodbye.
Leah!
After the divorce, Nathan began to find himself isolated at work. His arrogance and condescending attitude gradually caused him to lose the trust of those around him. The truth about Nathan's attempted relationship with a young female employee also came to light, and she completely cut ties with him. As Nathan lost his place at the company, his work performance declined as well, eventually making him a target for layoffs. Having lost both his family and his job, Nathan was left to live alone in solitude. I can only hope he finds a way to make the most of his life. Meanwhile, Lucy and I are satisfied with our new life and moving forward toward the future. The tension that once existed feels like a distant memory, replaced by peaceful and happy times. At last, we, mother and daughter, have truly found our freedom.
You're not busy at work right now, are you? What time will you be home?
Mom, I'm still busy at work. I'll come home late today, maybe around 10 p.m.
Huh? You don't even get paid for overtime work since your company is a small one, right? Don't work for nothing. Just get back home quickly.
If you're just going to talk to me like that, can you please stop texting me? I'm really busy at work.
Don't talk back to me. You make it sound as if I had a lot of spare time.
What do you want, Mom?
Oh, now I remember what I was going to tell you. I want you to buy some delicious sweets if you're coming home early. Sandy is coming over.
Really?
Yes, but you will be home late, right? Since I know that you won't need dinner, I'm going to eat out with Sandy.
What about Dad? I think he needs dinner.
You and your father can eat whatever you want. I cook dinner every day, so don't complain if I go out to eat with Sandy once in a while. Even housewives need a day off.
Neither me or my father ever complained about you.
I'm depressed every day taking care of your father and you, so I need to take a break once in a while.
I didn't say that I disagree with you. Why don't you do whatever you want then? You don't have to say you're depressed all the time.
You know what? I'm tempted to say at least that. I've been taking care of my family for decades now. And to think that's how my life is going to end is just depressing.
I don't know why you would say that to me. Why don't you have a hobby then?
I don't need that. I have Sandy to take care of me. I'm fine as long as she is around. Besides, she knows a lot of good restaurants, so I'm looking forward to it.
Oh well, why don't you get going then? Have fun.
I will. Besides, since your salary is cheap salary, there's no way you can take me to some fancy restaurants. Sandy really is a good daughter, isn't she? She's always treating me with delicious food.
Sorry that I'm not a good daughter for you. I can't be filial to my parents, and I can't be as thoughtful as Sandy anyway.
The way you talk is as bad as your father. Well, it's in the DNA, so it can't be helped.
I think we should end our conversation here. I'm busy. I'm still working diligently, you know.
Yeah, whatever. Then you must work hard because poor people don't have time to take a break. Do you mind if I go into your room?
Why are you going there?
Because Sandy is coming back. So I need to clean the room and I want to get rid of unnecessary things.
Are you going to empty my room?
Yes, of course. It's the only room we have here.
What about me then? I will lose my own room if you do that.
Don't be so naive. You're old enough to move out.
What? I don't like it when you say that out of the blue. Why so sudden? You didn't say anything about moving out until yesterday.
You know what? I don't care how small your company is. You have enough money to live on your own, don't you? You can leave anytime you want.
Well, I have money, but it's too sudden and I need to prepare for the move.
If you don't say anything selfish about the size of the room or how close it is to the station, you'll find a room soon. Why don't you just hire a mover for your luggage? If it's just the initial cost, I can pay for it.
Why are you in such a hurry?
Sandy said that it's hard for her to commute from her current house. She's tired most of the time and she doesn't eat her meals regularly. I want to help her as soon as possible.
You should consider about my circumstances too.
Sandy works for a big company and she has nasty rivals at work. She's different with you, who only does a boring job that anyone can do. Sandy is my top priority, no matter what.
Can you please explain to me why you treasure Sandy so much? I'm your daughter too, right? You obviously have been treating me unfairly.
Why don't you stop being so mean all the time? Sandy and you are different, so it can't be helped. There's no use in comparing both of you.
Even though we're blood-related sisters? What's the difference?
That's what I want to ask you. Why are both of you so different, even though you're sisters? I'm sure you two were born out of my belly, but...
Huh? What does that mean?
Sandy has the perfect face and style. She was always the best in her study too. On the other hand, your grades aren't so good. Your appearance is also not so good. I don't even know what kind of job you're doing at that small company. Besides, your monthly salary is cheap too. You and your sister were born in the same house, ate the same food, and grew up the same way. But why are both of you so different?
I now understand that in your mind, me and Sandy are that different. That surprises me. I didn't know that you thought about me that way.
I've been wondering about that all this time, since both of you are blood-related sisters.
Okay, I understood. I don't want to live with a mother who thinks that way about me. I'll leave gracefully. You'll be satisfied with that, right?
Are you really going to leave? Well, thanks a lot. So, when are you going to move out?
I'll leave as soon as I get a room.
That's good news. Anyway, hurry up. I have to let Sandy know as soon as possible. Where did you go? It's Sunday. Did you go for work?
I have some errands to run.
By the way, how are the preparations for the move going? If you haven't finished it yet, why don't you take care of those on your day off? I told you to hurry up, didn't I?
I haven't found a room yet. You'll just have to wait a little longer.
You just need to prepare everything so you can move right away when you find the room. Don't waste your time. I can help you with the move.
Are you telling me that you want me to get out of our house that badly?
Let me ask you something instead. Are you worried about your sister?
Worried about what?
If I don't let her come home soon, she might get too tired and collapse at work. What if she gets sick because of that? Can you take the responsibility?
Absolutely not.
I knew you would say that. You're always thinking only about yourself. What a selfish girl. You're just like your father.
You know what? It's not that easy to find a room. It's only been a week. You should wait a little longer.
Then you can look for a room while you're at work, right? You have a lot of spare time anyway. Do it quickly.
There's no way I can look for a room while I'm at work. Don't be silly. I'm not playing around either.
But you just sit at the office all day in front of the computer, don't you? Why don't you just browse online and search for the room you want to move in? You should at least be smart enough to do that.
You won't know what kind of room it is until you see it with your own eyes. You can't just decide by looking at the pictures posted on the internet. If I fail, I'll have to move again, which will cost me extra time and money.
You've always been so selfish. And you're also lazy. You always want to try on clothes before buying them and check out everything before you enroll at school. You've been doing too many unnecessary things. You should be more efficient.
I'm searching for my place to live. I need to check about the security and so on. I'm going to live here, so let me take my time to decide.
You don't have to do that much. It's only a place for you to get some sleep. Besides, no one would harm an unattractive woman like you. In other words, it doesn't matter where you live.
That's terrible. You don't have to say that much. What's the matter with you, Mom?
It's you who are terrible. I feel so sorry for Sandy. And you act like you had nothing to do with it. Are you really Sandy's sister?
Enough is enough. Then I'm not going home anymore. You can do whatever you want with my stuff. Feel free to hire a mover anyway.
Are you sure? So you're going to be homeless or something?
Stop kidding me. There's no way I'm going to do that.
Well then, you can go out empty-handed if you want. Just don't do anything that'll get you in trouble with the police. I don't want you to put more burdens to our family. Hey, Sandy was asking if she can stay at your place. Where are you now?
It doesn't matter where I am. You don't care about me, do you?
You're not going to stay at a cheap motel or something like that, are you?
It's none of your business anyway.
Okay then. Do you have an extra bed for Sandy?
Yes, I do.
I'm just worried that Sandy might get sick from the unsanitary conditions of her new room.
Huh? Stop being rude to me, Mom.
Make sure she sleeps on a clean bed, okay?
Don't worry about that. Sandy said it's more comfortable to stay with me.
What do you mean? Where are you?
If Sandy won't tell you, why should I tell you?
Don't tell me that. You're asking Sandy to pay for her stay. I won't forgive you if you do that.
Listen, I think you've misunderstood me, Mom, so I'll tell you the truth.
Misunderstood? Don't be rude to me, Julia. I'm your mother. There's no way I misunderstood our family matters.
Huh? Why are you being so hysterical? I was just trying to tell you that I don't have any money problems. Why are you being so upset?
Stop blabbering nonsense. You got a job at a small company, right? There's no way that you're receiving a good salary. That's why you need money to make ends meet.
How long ago was that? I told you that I started my own business, didn't I?
Really? I don't know anything about that.
That's because you are not interested in me at all. I knew you weren't listening, but I didn't think you'd go this far. As your daughter, I'm sad to hear that.
You just got a new job at a different company, right? Did you get fired or something?
That's enough. There's no way I can explain to you because you won't understand. This whole conversation is just a waste of time.
Who do you think you're talking to? Don't talk back to your mother. Anyway, tell Sandy to go back home right now. There's nothing to gain by staying with you. Just do what you are told, Julia. Hey, Julia. Sandy told me that she's moving out. Can you explain what's going on?
I thought Dad told you about that.
Your father has nothing to do with this. What are you talking about all of a sudden? I'm asking about Sandy, your sister.
I think Dad is involved too. Both Sandy and Dad said that they are moving out.
Huh? What do you mean? Stop making up stories.
I'm telling you the truth. The house is going to be sold. I think you should get ready to move out.
Wait a minute. I don't know what you're talking about.
What? But Dad told you about divorce, right?
Divorce? Now is not the right time to talk about your father. Besides, divorce is just your father's usual selfishness. Just leave him alone and he'll be in a better mood. Your father has always been like that.
I don't think Dad is being selfish. You are the one who's being selfish. Besides, I think he really meant it when he said he couldn't take it anymore. I know exactly how Dad feels.
That's not true, so you don't have to worry. It's your father who will be in trouble without me.
I don't think so. Dad is a good cook and he can do the housework too. If I were you, I wouldn't let him leave. Besides, I've always thought it's hard to find a father who's as independent as Dad.
Huh? Are you serious?
I'm thinking of asking Sandy and Dad to help me at work. I've already told them the details, so I think both of them are serious.
What kind of work? What the heck are you talking about?
I don't know if you will understand or not. I'm starting my own apparel company.
Apparel?
It's all about fashion, so it seems that you were right. Sandy is attractive and she has a lot of friends, right? That's why I'm going to ask her to do the PR for my company. It's a great idea, isn't it?
Stop blabbering nonsense.
Just listen to me until I finish talking. Dad says that he's going to take advantage of his experience and will do the sales-related work.
Are you telling me that your father and Sandy are going along with your stupid dream story?
That's right.
What?
To be honest, I'm starting a business with uncertain future. The fact that Dad is willing to divorce you to take on this challenge means that he's serious.
Then I'll join you. I'll carry Sandy's bag or whatever. If you want, I can be Sandy's assistant. You can pay me $2,000 a month as Sandy's assistant.
No, there's nothing you can do to help. I'd rather donate that money to my clients than pay you $2,000. Also, Dad is divorcing you and he's willing to help us. It would be annoying for everyone if you join my company, so I'm not gonna let you do that. How can I trust a mother who would kick out her own daughter?
Then what's going to happen to me? What am I supposed to do for my family?
I don't think you have to do anything. From your point of view, you'll be free from me and Dad, right? You don't have to take care of anything. I think that's good enough for you. It's what you always want, isn't it?
Then what about Sandy? Will she be okay?
Sandy always hated you for being overprotective, and you don't even seem to notice that. Looks like she's been troubled about that all the time. Poor Sandy.
Oh no. Did Sandy say that by herself? That must be a lie. There's no way she would say such a thing.
There's no way I would lie to you about something like this. Besides, Sandy said that she wants to work with me. I'm sincerely happy for that.
No kidding. Then how am I supposed to make a living? I don't even have enough money.
Dad said that you can have the money he earned from selling our house. That's enough money for you to live on. I honestly think he doesn't have to give you the money. He says it's his last kindness to you. Dad is a really nice guy, isn't he?
Then what will happen to me after the house is sold? Where am I supposed to live?
It's up to you. Why don't you live together with your new guy or rent a small apartment somewhere? You don't need a big house, do you? Why don't you just rent a room with the money you get from selling our house?
I've never rented before and I don't want to. I don't even know how to do the paperwork. What should I do?
I'll take care of the complicated procedures for you. You should at least prepare for the move yourself and just make sure you get divorced from Dad. It'll affect his future job.
I refuse. I won't approve the divorce.
What? Mom, do you really think you're in a position to be so bossy? Who the heck do you think you are?
What do you mean?
Why don't you take a deep breath and think about it carefully? You know yourself the best.
I haven't done anything wrong, so I don't have to think about that.
Oh well, if that's the way it is, I don't blame you. Then you and Dad can talk about the divorce.
Hey, I can't reach your dad. Can you tell me why?
Because you are so selfish that the discussion about your divorce is stuck. I can understand how Dad is getting exhausted talking to you. He said he's hired a lawyer.
Is that so? Listen, I don't have enough money to live on. Can you help me?
What? Anyway, are you ready to move out?
Move out? What do you mean?
I told you, the sooner you sell the house, the sooner you'll get the money. I've told you many times about that, haven't I?
That may be true, but Aren't you worried about your mother? I have no place to move in.
You know what? Dad is the only person who cared about me until now. You've been neglecting me. I've had a lot of humiliating experiences. So I guess it's time for you to experience the same thing.
That's because I thought Sandy was on my side until now. Anyway, I'll be nice to you from now on. I'll do my best for the family. I'll actively take care of you, and I'll even help you with your work. So please, come back.
No, that's absolutely impossible. Dad himself said he absolutely doesn't want to do it. I definitely don't want to do it either.
Why do you say that so forcefully? I've been doing my best for my family. You've seen that, right?
Let me be honest with you, Mom. You think I don't know?
About what? I'm not hiding anything. I told you I didn't do anything wrong.
You disgust me, Mom. You need to think about your life from now on by yourself. Dad has been very patient with you. You're such a jerk for not even knowing that.
Huh? What are you talking about? I've been patient with your dad too.
You've got to be kidding me. Let me just be brutally honest. You were having an affair, weren't you?
What? Affair? I didn't do that. What makes you say that?
Dad didn't want to say it out loud. He tried to divorce you because of a personality mismatch. You really didn't understand how kind Dad was. If you insist so much, I'll tell Dad to talk to you about alimony and stuff.
Alimony? Look, I don't have that kind of money. There's no way I can pay that. That's why you can't charge me with that.
I have all the evidence I need, but I don't want to get in trouble with you. I've been so calm until today. Why can't you understand that?
I see. Then I'm sorry. So please, forgive me. I promise that I won't see that guy I had an affair with from now on. I will do my best to take care of my family.
I'm afraid I can't grant your wish. I know that you just don't want to take responsibility for anything. You always put the blame on someone else. Mom, you're just too selfish.
Don't say that. I just needed a break. I told you that. Even housewives need a day off, didn't I?
You've been neglecting me since a long time ago, Mom. I really wanted you to take care of me like what you did with Sandy. I wanted to be spoiled by you, but now it's too late.
Hey, I'm really sorry. I'm apologizing to you, Julia. From now on, I will change my mind and how I behave.
Oh yeah, if you're going to change your mind, then you must divorce Dad and move out of our house. That's the only way you can fix things. Bye.
Hold on a sec. Julia, are you there?
It was very painful, but I decided to cut ties with my mother. Furthermore, my younger sister, who had received affection from my mother in the wrong way, confessed to me that she hated my mother's words and actions. It was hard for me, but I think my sister must have had a hard time too. Now, Sandy and I are joining forces with our father to start a new company as planned. It is full of hardships that I had never had to face before, but every day is fulfilling. And as for my parents' divorce, it has been unexpectedly prolonged due to the fact that my mother did not give her consent to the divorce. So we have resorted to a last resort. We confronted her with the evidence of her affair. As a result, we received alimony from her. My mother, who lost her house and money, is now working part-time as a cashier at a supermarket. She is now living in a shabby apartment without a bath and far from the station. It seems that it will be difficult for her to live a wealthy life in the future. I think she deserved that, since she was having an affair behind my dad's back and treating me badly.
Nice to meet you. You're Scott's wife, Rachel? Yes, nice to meet you. I'd like to talk to you. Do you have a moment now? Who is this? How do you know my number? My name is Sarah. I used to work for the same company as your husband. I had just joined the company, so he was my trainer. I asked him for your number. I see. I didn't know he was training a newbie. He was a very nice trainer. By the way, what do you need from me? Yes, this is very important. Actually, I've been dating Scott for about 7 years now. What? What do you mean by dating? We love each other. Love each other? My husband is married to me. Of course, I know that. So you knew he is married and you were dating him? Yes, 7 years ago. Scott, my trainer, and I, the trainee, fell in love. I still believe that we are meant to be. In other words, you were having an affair with him, is that correct? For 7 years? 7 years ago, I think that's the time we got married. You guys have been dating before we got married? That is right. At that time, he chose you and I couldn't be his wife. But now we don't know which of us he is serious. Hey, this is not some kind of joke. I wouldn't text to tell a wife something like this as a joke. Right. Scott and I have a 4-year-old daughter. What? A 4-year-old daughter? My youngest daughter is 4 years old too. I mean, you kept it a secret for 7 years. Why are you telling me now? Are you asking me to break up or something? No, there is no need to. It seems that he doesn't want to get divorced either. And I am quite satisfied with my life as it is now. But your daughter has no father, right? Are you raising her by yourself? It's fine. Scott comes to our house and plays the role of a father. That's why he's not around on weekends. And when he spends so much money on drinking and golf, actually it was for... He gives us enough money every month to live on, so we don't have any problems on living. I don't want to destroy your family either. You've kind of destroyed it already. Then why did you tell me? I'm thinking of letting my daughter take piano lessons. Why not? That's a good idea. There's no need to ask for permission, is there? But in order for her to practice piano as much as she wants, we need to move to a soundproof apartment. Oh, okay. Plus, if I buy a piano and let her take lessons, I'll need more money than that. Well, if you're going to put that much effort into it, I'm sure you will. That's why I wanted Scott to give us more money. Excuse me? I heard that you manage the living expense, so I reached to you directly. Do you mean that we have to give money from our family's budget to a woman who is having an affair? Is that why you told me about the affair you have been continuing for the past 7 years? I was going to keep it a secret from you, but it's for my daughter's sake. I had no choice. You work from home, right? We depend on Scott's money and we're having a hard time. If that's the case, why don't you work? I am having a hard time raising my daughter. I mean, I have 2 children, but I work. Anyway, we've reached the limit to make ends meet with his savings and allowance. So please give us some of your money. I give him quite a lot of money every month, and now that I know it's being used for you and the child, I feel like not to give him any more. And now you want me to give you even more money? Do you realize how selfish you are? We won't destroy your family. I'm just asking for money. Is that a problem? You're the type of person who doesn't understand. Fine. I'm glad you understand. Then can you transfer the money today? No, I can't do it today. Anyway, I like to confirm things with my husband. If it's about money, it's not something I can answer right now. Would it be alright if I talk to you later? Yes, but I would like her to start taking piano lessons as soon as possible. Please reach me as soon as you can. It was truly shocking. It is true that my husband is very busy and spends very little time at home. However, when he is home, he is a good father who often plays with the children. When I asked him when he came home that night, he admitted to cheating on me and apologized. Ma'am, it has been almost a week now since that day. Have you considered about it? My daughter is looking forward to going to a class soon. I checked with my husband right after that, and he admitted it. So I decided to believe your story. Okay, so what about the money? We cannot support you financially, so I refuse. What? My beautiful daughter has a talent for the piano. Are you going to crush her talent? How can you do such a terrible thing? That has nothing to do with us. It does, because her dad is Scott. She's your husband's child. We're getting divorced. What? Divorce? No, I didn't ask for that. What are you doing? We've thought it over. I think it's difficult to manage two families' finances on my husband's income. That may be so, but... So he should divorce me and be together with you. Wait, I'm sure you can manage your family finance with your income. So you want me to give you all of my husband's income? That's very arrogant of you. We don't have any money, so there's nothing we can do. Without his income, my daughter and I will starve. That's because you don't work. I told you I'm busy raising my daughter, didn't I? That's just an excuse. In fact, I am raising 2 children myself. I work in between. That's, Today I'm discussing divorce with my husband with a lawyer. Oh no! I'm leaving everything else to him. I believe he's going to your place. So you guys decide the rest. You should officially become husband and wife and raise your daughter together. I don't think that's a good idea. I want things to stay the way they are. I can't now that I know about the affair. I can't live the same way. But you have 2 kids, right? Wouldn't they be better to stay with Dad? Yes, but it's better to be divorced and raise myself than to live with a man who cheated on me. My kids and I will be moving out soon, so you guys cannot reach me anymore. I don't think they would want to know that their father is a man who cheated on his wife before they were married. But don't you feel sorry for Scott? He won't be able to see his children. He cheated on me. He deserves it. What? So don't worry. You can marry Scott. I told you I'm not asking you to divorce or remarry. Why? If he divorces me and remarry you, he can spend his income on you. Up until now, I've been managing his money, but that will be gone. It's good for you. I'm not interested in destroying other people's families. It's already over 7 years ago when you started dating my husband. But you only found out recently. I did find out recently, but if he has been cheating on me for the past 7 years, then we were over from 7 years ago. That's not my fault. No, I think my husband is the worst. That's why I'm divorcing him. Please don't divorce him. I feel sorry for him. I have no compassion for people who cheat. Well, I have to go see my lawyer now, so if you'll excuse me. Wait a minute. Don't get divorced. He'll be sad. The woman who introduced herself as Sarah said some mysterious things, so I discussed it with my lawyer. He suggested me that he would do a background check on her, so he started to investigate her while we proceeded a divorce. I told my husband not to see her until the investigation was done, and finally I was able to get the results that I can satisfy. Hey, why is Scott moving in with us? Please don't do anything without asking me. The lease is under Scott's name, and the person living there is someone he has been with for many years and his daughter. So it's natural that he would move in there after divorcing me. That's true, but Then I don't see any problem with Scott living with you. There are many problems. I only need him to come see us a few times a week. Is that because you don't want your real boyfriend to find out? What? What are you talking about? What do you mean by a real boyfriend? I don't have anyone else. There's no point in playing dumb. I thought something was wrong, so we investigated you. What? Sarah, you have another boyfriend, don't you? Perhaps your daughter is his child. My child is definitely Scott's child. If you don't say so, you won't get any money from Scott. What's up with you? Do you have any proof? I won't forgive you if you insult me without any proof. I looked up the date of birth of your daughter and calculated backwards. Huh? That was when Scott was on a long business trip. He was abroad for about 3 months. Isn't it strange to have a child? There could be some time gap. Besides, your daughter is 4 years old, right? My daughter's birthday is 6 months after yours. It was the year I got pregnant, so I remembered he had to go on a long business trip. I was able to know the truth because our children are the same age. I certainly don't have any clear evidence, but what would Scott do if he found out about this? Don't tell me you told him. So your daughter is not Scott's child? So what? My real boyfriend doesn't make much money. So I'm just pretending that she's Scott's child for the time being. He is happy believing it. It would be better for him not to tell anything unnecessary. Well, it's none of my business. Do as you please. Anyway, I've already told Scott, but you guys have to pay me the child support. What? Child support? Yes. When you told me about the affair, you were prepared for this situation, weren't you? If you had kept it quiet, I wouldn't have known, but you reached and told me you are having an affair. It's like you want to pay me the child support. Why would I pay? I'm the one who gets paid, right? I don't understand how you can get that idea. For 7 years, you knew my husband was married. You guys were cheating on me, right? Then I have the right to ask for the child support. I've already told you that we don't have that kind of money. I've been telling you for a while now that you should work. I was getting money from Scott because I didn't want to work. It seems like he has been paying you a lot of money. Thanks to you, he has no more savings. Now he's penniless. That's what he wanted to do for me. In other words, you lied to him that she's his child and steal his money though. Depending on the case, but he may also ask you to take the responsibility. Well, it doesn't matter to me. From now on, you guys have to pay me. The child support for 2 children, so I'm sure it's going to be tough. That's not my business. But it seems like he's planning to remarry you. I know it's going to be tough, but please work hard and pay. Wait! Don't put me in trouble. You know I have a real boyfriend. I don't want Scott if he doesn't have any money. Please tell him that directly. I've already decided to ask for the child support and we've already got divorced. You are no longer of any concern to me. Oh no. I'll return him to you, so come and get him. I don't need him. No, thank you. My real boyfriend is coming. Please, let me live my life as before. Why don't you just stay with him and live as you have been doing? We can't go back to the way we were before. Why do I have to listen to all of your favors? I'll do anything what you ask. Then suffer. No, hey! Scott started to bring in his stuff. There's no way 3 of us can live in this small apartment. Well, he has already moved out of our house, but he doesn't have much stuff, so you should be fine. He sold things which he collected as a hobby to earn money to pay you. It seems like he really cares about your family over there. That's not good. If my real boyfriend found out, I'd be in trouble. You're lucky I saved you the trouble of explaining it to him. Please, I don't need him anymore. I'll give him back. I don't need him too. I'm sorry I had an affair, so please go back to the way things were. Please take him back. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting ready to move out, so I have to go. Wait. I'm sure you guys will receive a letter from my lawyer regarding the child support. Please work hard and pay it. I beg you, please help me, Rachel. My real boyfriend is coming. Hey, please help me. Eventually, it was discovered that the daughter was not Scott's child. Sarah was also demanded to return the money Scott had paid until now. She had no choice but to work. She is now exhausted from hard work, day and night. On the other hand, Scott is asking me to get back together, but I have been ignoring him. How can a person who cheated on his wife be forgiven? The world is not that easy. By the way, Sarah's real boyfriend found out about the whole thing. He took her daughter, his own child, to his parents' home and raised her with his own hands. Of course, he decided to keep his distance from Sarah.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!